Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. We are back, me and Megan, with episode 32 of the Vibe Online podcast. Cannot believe it, the last one of 2023. And we are here today to talk about our goals for next year, because it seems quite apt to end the year with what we're going to move into next year. So I hope you've all had an amazing Christmas time. Enjoy the festivities with all your loved ones, families, and had some really good sort of downtime, present moments, and been able to switch off and put your feet up a little bit, because that's what this time of year is all about, really, is enjoying the time off that you all get after working so hard all year. So we were just having a catch up, weren't we, and just saying like how lovely it's been to be able to like put your phone down, switch off, spend time with family, and just really reflect on the year as well, and what everybody's been through and achieved, and changes that's happened. And yeah, it's been really nice. Obviously last week we shared our highs of 2023, which was crazy to think how much we'd done and what we'd gone through. And yeah, we're here to share some goals for 2024. So Meg, do you want to start with some goals? And guys, as you listen, if you have got goals for 2024, you please share. We'd love to hear what your goals are, whether now is the right time for you to start looking into starting your own business online, and you kind of at that place where we once were, where you don't know where to go or where to look, and you're falling down all these scroll holes in Google. And reach out to us, guys. We have links in our bios and our Instagrams, as we say all the time. We have a free 15-minute webinar that we will happily share. If you are not on Instagram, then we'll pop that across to you. But we are available on Instagram, here, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely, we are. And guys, it is the end of 2023. It's the last day of 2023, and we are bringing you this podcast. The last day of 2023. Like, first of all, if you like last week's podcast, a reflection on the year, have a think about how your year has gone. Has it gone the way that you wanted it to? Because at the end of every year, we all have this thing that's in our mind, right? Next year is going to be the year for me. Next year, I'm going to achieve this. Next year, I'm going to be able to, achieve this goal that I want. Are you feeling that way right now? Are you already working on those goals? Have you been working on those goals through 2023? Let us know. What is happening for you in 2024? What are your goals? And let's talk about goal setting for a second and how important it is. Because prior to this business, I hadn't set, I had aspirations, I had ambitions, I had great intentions, I set resolutions, but I never really set proper goals or set a plan out, or, had that kind of forward thinking of, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to make it happen. So think about how you're setting those goals as well. You don't want to get to the middle of January and it's all gone out the window again, right? We want to actually make 2024 the year that you guys change your freaking life, and we're going to help you do it. So let's talk about some goals for us then. So goals for me in 2024. Wow. So doing a reflection over 2024 even. Let's talk about 2024. So, we've got some amazing travel plans coming up. We've got incredible events happening all across the world next year. That is obviously a huge goal for me. It's something that I didn't do any of prior to this business, and I'm so blessed and grateful that this business has the opportunity for us to travel, pack up our bags, take our laptop with us across the world, and go and see some incredible places. So we've got all kind of travel plans and goals that are happening. So exciting. Some of them are booked, some of them are still, in planning stage, some of them are still in my mind and haven't really put pen to paper on them yet, but they're gonna happen because I'm gonna make them happen. And this business is gonna allow that to happen for me as well, because another goal of mine is obviously to continue building my business, continue building my team, to help so many more people over the next year transform their life. We've already done that with many people over this period anyway, over this year. And I just feel like 2024 is going to be the biggest, most pivotal moment for people in their entire lives. I just feel it. I've got the energy about it. Guys, if you're listening to this and this is you right now, you're like, yes, 2024 is a year for me. You need to reach out to one of us because we're going to help you on that journey. And we just want to serve people. And the fact that we have a business that provides that for people. You can leave the job that you don't feel valued in and you don't like anymore. You can be back with your family and be a stay-at-home mum or dad, or spend more time with your children. You can go out traveling and, make those foundations for your future, and whatever it is that you desire is so possible. I was literally living just on a tangent, obviously, as you know, that we like to go on, listening to a podcast this morning that I just mentioned to Karen before this, about limiting beliefs and how what we believe is not really true and how we can change those. I'm going to be sharing more about that on my social media. There will be a highlight on there, so head over there and have a look at that. I won't go into it right now, but yes, there are so many ways that you can achieve your goals in 2024. We're going to help you get there. Another thing for me, I want to pay off some debts. I'm a very normal person living a normal life these days, and still have some debts that I want to be paying off in 2024, and come out of 2024 debt free. That is my goal, and it may well be yours as well. I mean, how normal is it to be in debt these days, unfortunately, in the cost of living? But thankfully, with a business that pays us a month's salary amount within one sale, this is so possible. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. And also in general, like some personal things, again, is just like some more healing, some more kind of inner work, some more stepping up to the leader and the person that I know that I can be. And that's a continual growth. So yeah, tapping into kind of more of that side of things, more personal development, more growth, is always a beautiful goal to have, as every year kind of goes on, because we're going to be sitting here at the end of 2024 having the same conversation, but there are going to be new goals, bigger goals. We're going to be different people, and I will tell you different people, because we evolve and we change, and a year is such a long but beautiful amount of time to completely transform your entire being in life. So I'm very much looking forward to having this conversation again in a year's time and looking back on this and saying, have we achieved those goals? Have we not? So Karen, they are my goals.
Incredible, Meg.
How about yourself?
Wow, gosh, there's so much. Obviously, like, the goals are in place for the travel plans that we have with the business next year. And God, there's so many. And do you know what? I haven't actually planned in any time for these goals yet. I just know that these are my goals. These are what I'm going to work towards. As you know, I don't have my job anymore, which is incredible. So I do have all my time fully focused on the business, which is great. However, my one biggest plan is to set up another business in 2024. So not just have the one stream coming from the business that we have, but also to have a second one built up within. And also my ultimate goal is to be able to obviously pay and look after my children a little bit more. My daughter, as young as she is, bless her, she's only 21, she's living on her own now. Oh, we all know how stressful it is with rent, bills, all these. She's just got a car for Christmas. She's just about to pass her test, touch wood. So, these are struggles that I went through as a kid, as a young sort of adult growing up. And I don't want my kids to experience the same struggles. Obviously, I am a parent where I will never just give them it on a plate and they just expect to have it. But I want her to have a greater understanding of finances, how to manage her money well and get her out of the money mindset that we all fall into. That's a huge goal of mine for my kids. And if I can make that happen within the first sort of quarter of the year, then that's an incredible goal for me to have achieved, and to be able to help her out and make her more financially independent and financially knowledgeable about how she can work her money, how she can afford things, and how the credit scoring and everything works, which, I didn't have a clue of when I was 21. So for me to be able to share that is huge for me. And to be in a position where, I can be like, I'm going to pay your rent next month. I'm just going to cover it for you, like that's what I'd like to be able to be in a position to do for her, and obviously my son when that comes around. So yeah, I mean, as well as that, obviously continue to work on myself, personal development is huge, continue to grow confidence and to confidently move the business across different platforms as well. So at the minute, we predominantly work on Instagram and Facebook. There is a whole world of internet out there to kind of tap into and sort of start to understand. And I think now that I've been in the business now for 2 years, and I've got, I wouldn't say comfortable, but I've got a sort of steady growth and following on Instagram and Facebook, whereas I think it's now to kind of transition. And I feel like if we don't keep up with the digital era, we're going to fall behind, because the digital era is huge. Our industry is growing over 44% in the next 3 years, which is huge. And this is why we keep saying to you guys, like, do not miss out on this opportunity. Like, the next 3 years of your life, if you start this now, will probably be the biggest change of your financial state that you could ever have come. Yes, it takes work. Yes, it takes dedication. Yes, it takes commitment. But everything that you will get on the back of that is just incredible. I never thought within 18 months of starting the business that I would be quitting my job, have my own team, running a business, being a leader within the community, being asked to speak within other communities. You know, it's an incredible place to be, and I'm very proud that I've got to where I am now, but also ultimately that me and Meg and everybody else in the community gets to help so many others achieve the same. And to me, that's massive. So if I can help even another 2 people within the next month to make this change in the business, these are the small goals that I like to set. Like, obviously, as I said at the beginning there, I've got huge, like, so many goals for 2024, but realistically, you have to put them into small chunks. Like, you
Yeah,
have
you
to
need
make
to
it
bite-size
realistic.
them, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. There's no point being like, oh, I want to be a millionaire by the end of 2024. Well, we all do. We all we all want to be that, right? But that's really not an achievable goal. How are you going to get there? So obviously, from my military background, we were big on goal setting, smart goals, and exactly breaking them down into something that you can achieve per quarter, per month, whatever. So this will be, I will take all my big goals for 2024 and I will break them down into months of when I'm going to achieve what. And sometimes I don't even put times on them. I just know it's going to happen. And when it happens, it will happen. And then I'll move on to the next goal. But it's good to have like a vision board, something that you know that you want to have this house, you want to have a dream home, or you want to travel, or you don't want to be that mum that goes back to work after maternity leave. These are all goals, they're all aspirations, but it's how you're going to implement them and put them in place and make them a reality is actually sitting back, thinking, writing things down, and coming up with a plan. Like, nothing in life works if you haven't got a plan. No business works unless you've got a business model. We do have for you is a done for you business model with this business, which is huge. You know, that was another massive bonus of coming in and getting started here. And a goal that when I speak to a lot of people, they want a business that they know what the business is, B, what the product is, and C, how they're going to achieve it. Well, we have that all for you. You know, we also have people that come into us and like, okay, I want to run a business and I don't really know where to start. I don't know what product to do and I don't know how to market it. Da, 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 da. Well, you don't need to worry about any of that. You know, so you have this goal of running a business and you want to have your time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, all this kind of stuff. We have the solution for you guys right here. A done for you, tried and tested business model. That itself is a goal that me and Meg started off with 2 years ago, almost.
Absolutely.
And we've brought it into fruition and we've helped so many other people along the way. So yeah, so many goals, guys. We'd love to hear your goals, however big, however small, you know, set yourself some goals if you haven't. Like, make 2024 your year, like Meg said. Like, 2024 is honestly the time to jump online into the online space. There's so much happening out there, but it's also very scary to fall down all these Google holes and get sucked into so much noise out there, and then you don't know where you are and you become overwhelmed, and then you kind of like just give up on it all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's why we're here.
yeah,
That's why we're here. You know, talk
yeah,
to a normal person, talk to a person that's been there, done that, has the experience with it, has the knowledge behind it and knows where this is going and also freaking believes in you that you can freaking achieve this because you
yeah,
can. And where me and Karen were 2 years ago, gosh, you guys would not even recognize us.
No, not at
Not
all.
even recognize us.
The change has
So
been phenomenal. It's
it
been,
has.
yeah,
In every
it's
way, in
crazy.
every single aspect of our lives, in every single aspect of our lives, in ourselves, in our relationships, in our work, in our finances, it's just everything is transformed for us and it will continue to. And we want you guys on this journey with us too, because, we've been there, we've done it, and, we're here to support everyone else to do it as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I cannot wait I actually have a call with my team on Thursday. So get the new year out the way, enjoy all the celebrations, set your goals. I'm going to sit and have a chat with my team on Thursday and hear all their goals, because as much as we set goals all the time, there's always something else. It's like, I want to have this one. I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to achieve that. But then be realistic and break it down. So yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the community and my team to hear where they're going to be in 2024. And
Yeah.
where the first few months are going to take us, because we have another trip coming up within that quarter. So what's going to come in the back of that trip is going to change our goals, I imagine. As always.
Yeah, you know what, guys, we've spoken about these events before and they in themselves are transformational. So who knows? We're going to be coming to you, obviously, with our podcast every week. We're going to give you the updates. We're going to give you the ins and outs. We're going to give you the whole down low in what we've taken away from it. And what's going to evolve from that event, and the other events to follow from there as well. So always stay tuned in with us. Share the podcast, please do, as well, if you're resonating with this or you want to share it with a friend or a family member who has been raving about getting online but doesn't know how to do it, or whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
share it with people. That's what we're here to do. We're here to give you our time and our knowledge and our insights, so that you guys can gain that for yourself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, always reach out to us if you need anything. But I can't wait to hear people's goals. We love to hear people's goals. Like you just said there, listening to your team's goals, because you never know where someone wants to be in life. Only they know. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that for them either. And it's for them to take that responsibility and be like, I'm going to make this happen. This is a goal that I want. Or even say, this is a goal I want, but I don't know how I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And actually, I need a bit of support. How can we make this happen? And that's what we as mentors do and support you with. We're here and we say, okay, right, this is your goal. Let's break it down. How are we going to make this happen? In what time period do you want this to happen? Okay, then what smaller goals do we need to set? Even on a weekly basis, Karen and I, guys, that we are accountability partners, we set weekly goals. We catch up with each other. We do our ads reviews on a Monday. We're like, okay, what are our goals for the next week? What do we want to achieve? And reflecting on the last week as well. So breaking those things down. You don't have to look at this huge goal and be like, that is not achievable and it's never going to happen, so why do I even bother? We don't want that. We want you to be like, okay, this is my goal. How do I make that happen? It's a
Yeah.
bit like that, the thing that we get, I can't afford it. Well, change that thinking and say, how can I afford it?
Absolutely.
Change it.
The language is so important. And sometimes people are like, well, I don't have any goals. I don't know what my goals are. Listen to other people's goals and get some inspiration. Or even that might be like, oh, actually, I really want that, but I didn't realize it was a goal. Like, it can honestly be anything, any small, simple changes you want to make in your life that you want to achieve. If you want to walk a mountain, if you go and want to walk your first Monroe that you've never done before, that was a huge goal of mine, and I did it. My first one was Nevis. It was amazing. Our goal is to get back to consistently being in the gym. Me and Meg are starting a new training program as of tomorrow, which I'm super
Absolutely.
excited for, which is great. And again, we are accountability partners. We hold each other accountable for that and make sure that we've done it, which is great. So,
I
have
will be sending a
things.
picture to Karen every single morning when I'm in the gym and saying, this is me, I'm doing my workout,
Yeah,
and here it is. Because
yeah,
I don't do that for Karen's benefit, I do it for my own benefit.
yeah,
So having that
absolutely.
accountability, it's something that we want to achieve. So, get yourself a friend, family member, or me or Karen. We'll happily keep you guys accountable. But
Yeah,
just, having that kind of thing, even if it's just, I want to get up an hour earlier and do some self-care. I want to get
yeah,
my ass in the gym every morning. Guys, you can do it. You can do it. And it's so much nicer and easier when you have someone else to do it with you.
yeah,
So having
absolutely.
people that support you and are gonna drive you forward to do those things. That's what I love about the community, and having mentorship and accountability is they're your friends. They want to see you succeed, and it pushes you to do that too.
Yeah, and it's really important to surround yourself with people that are like-minded, that have the drive, that have the ambition, that want to succeed. So many people sleep on their dreams because they have the mindset, whereas I'm not lucky enough. I'm never going to have that life. I can't do that. I can't this. I can't that. Like Meg said, change your language to yourself. If these people are no longer serving you and you feel that they're bringing you down and they're stopping you achieving the life that you know you're capable of living, transition away from them. It doesn't have to be like an overnight, like never ever speak to them again, but have a chat with them and be like, these are my goals, these are my visions, this is where I want to be. And unfortunately, right now, for me to achieve that, I'm going to have to take some time out. If they respect you, they'll understand that and they will give you that time. Because ultimately, in such a short space of time, you can make that change. And then, these are the people that are going to be like, holy shit, she did that, or holy shit, he did it, because they don't have the belief in the beginning, and they don't then believe anything because they haven't seen the vision of what's happening and what's changing. All they see is you becoming a different person, and they can't understand why that's happening. And sometimes they don't like it because your focus becomes off of them and onto what you're passionate about, because it's going to create a better future for you and your loved ones. So simple little things like that may seem quite scary. We've all been there. Me and Meg have been here. We have done the exact same. We've had these awkward, difficult, hard conversations. But ultimately, if your loved ones love you, they'll let you go and do it, and they'll let you create that life that you want to live, that will support you and your family. If it's friends, colleagues, etc., reevaluate how important they are in your life. If they don't serve you and you don't serve them, and you have completely different values and visions, then perhaps it's time to take a little step back, focus on you and your achievements and what you want to achieve in 2024, and the rest will just fall into place. Those that are meant to be in your life with you will follow, and they'll be there, and those who aren't, then let them go. Let it go and let it flow. The wise words of Gary Gann that we always go back to.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that that's actually a really great note to kind of finish up on. No one can make your dreams happen apart from you, and no one has those dreams but you. No
Yeah,
one has those goals but you. So, you know, do yourself a favor and also do them a favor, because when you start to evolve and you start to change, you start to go after your dreams, you inspire people.
yeah,
You inspire
massively.
people to go after their own, and at first they may not get it, or they might even be like, "What you're doing is amazing. I have no idea what you're doing, but keep doing it because I can see the change in you and you're inspiring me to want to
Yeah,
change myself." So just know that, like, you are freaking worthy and you are enough and you are able to do this. And we both love you and we want you to succeed in life. So,
yeah,
reach out to one of us, and we can help you on that journey as well. So I think that is a very special episode to finish off
yeah,
on 2024.
yeah.
Very, very amazing. 2023. Gosh, I'm getting all the
I
years
know,
mixed up and all
I
sorts.
know.
But
And we will
tomorrow is
share,
2024. Tomorrow
yeah,
is the first day of 2024. So, set yourself some goals, have some reflection, and what are you gonna do in 2024? What are you gonna achieve? Because it's another brand new year. But take it step by step, A, B,
yeah.
C, not A to Z.
Don't
Week
just
by
set,
week, month by month.
don't just set these New Year's resolutions that everybody sets every year and then like they fall off them within the first week. Like really set intentional, real goals that are achievable, that you will succeed. It's like people are like, oh, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the first week. I'm going to go back to the gym. If it's not something that you can consistently do and work towards, then like reevaluate that. We don't want anybody to set these goals and not achieve them. So
Mhm.
really, really think about it. Really, really understand the reason behind why you set goals. Everybody loves a resolution, but nobody loves a resolution at the same time, because it's like you feel you have to set one because it's a new year, but then people just panic and people go to the gym and then they fall off within a month, and it's like they're all straight back to where they were at the end of that year. So we don't
Yeah.
want that for
And
anybody.
And just understand that it takes time. It's a process. And like Karen said, it takes consistency. If you want to get in the gym, you want to get fit, that takes time, guys. So be willing to commit to, be willing to commit to the long-term success of yourself. Like, be willing to commit to the longevity of the lifestyle that you want to create for yourself. Don't expect this instant gratification, because that does not exist.
Yeah.
Okay, so set yourself some realistic expectations of yourself. Heighten those goals, but realistic expectations of what it's going to take and what you're going to be able to achieve. But you can do it. We both believe in you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So share your goals, guys. Let us know what you're going to achieve in 2024, and we are here to help you. So I think that will wrap us up nicely for the day. I am going to go and head out for my last run of 2023 in this horrendous weather, so it's going to be very interesting. Don't know how far I'll get, but hey ho. Meg, you have a gym, so well done you.
Yes, I've already been there, done that. So I'm going to crack on with the rest of my tasks for the day, and then I am switching off for New Year's Eve.
Yes, so have a wonderful Hogmanay, guys. For those of you who don't know what Hogmanay is, it is the Scottish word for New Year's Eve, and it is a huge thing in Scotland, and I will be celebrating later. So have a wonderful time and get set and ready for the first of the new year tomorrow. And we will be back next week with our next episode and see what we want to share then.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.